Hello there, and welcome once again to Building the Ark show with yours truly, Rose Shiku. This is a podcast where we focus on ourselves. We talk about personal growth, self building, and personal development. It's about hope, encouragement, transformation, and living life to the fullest with purpose and intention. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and hope you enjoyed last week's show and you got to know a little bit more about me. Today's show is called Becoming Me. Who are you becoming? We're going to take a look at the life of Joseph and his journey of becoming the ruler in Egypt. The story of Joseph is an amazing story. It's a great story from the pit to the palace. But I want us to take a look at that story and put in our human emotions, our human feelings, and our thoughts because we are human. And this story is found in the book of Genesis from chapters 37 all the way to 45. We've even past 45, but I'll be mainly speaking on different incidences between chapter 37 and chapter 45. So Joseph, here he is, a young little boy, and he has these dreams where he sees himself as a ruler and his family is bowing down to him. And the brothers don't like that story, and his father also favored him, so he was not a favorite amongst his brothers. So one day he goes to check on his brothers because his dad told him to go check on his brothers. And when they see him, they are like, we have had enough of this guy and his dreams and him feeling like he's better than us and he's going to be a ruler over us. So you know what we're going to do? Let's kill him and put all these dreams and visions to an end. But one brother, Reuben, intervenes and he's like, no, please, let's not do that. Let's just throw him in the pit. So they throw him in the pit. It's a big empty pit. No food, no water, nothing. So as he was in that pit, what was he thinking? Is all hope lost? Have my dreams been shattered? Is this my downfall? Was he full of fear, not knowing what the next day holds for him? Like, how long am I going to be here? Am I going to die here? Is some random person going to hear me and come and rescue me? Those are our human emotions and our feelings and our thoughts. Was that going through his mind? Or did he see this as a defining moment to his journey of becoming Joseph, the ruler? Now, next thing, he gets sold as a slave. The brothers decide, you know what? Let's sell him as a slave. Then they took his coat. They killed an animal, sprinkled blood all over it, took it to the dad and told the dad that he has been killed. So now he's bidding goodbye to his family. He's on a journey to a foreign land. He doesn't know where he's going. Who are these people with him? So he's saying goodbye to his comfort zone, goodbye to his familiar place, goodbye to his family, goodbye to his friends. What was he thinking? Did he think, this is it? My hope is totally lost. My vision and dreams are totally erased. Is this the end? Am I going farther and farther away from my dreams? Do I kiss my dreams goodbye? Do I erase my vision board? Or did he see this as his journey to becoming Joseph, the ruler? He finds himself in Potiphar's house working as a slave. And we all know that slaves, they work without pay. And you know, once you're a slave, you're always a slave. There's no promotion, there's no days off, weekends and holidays off. You're just a slave working every day for no pay. Even though Joseph was put in charge, but he was just in charge so that Potiphar did not have to micromanage and worry about stuff around the house. He was still a slave and unpaid. And in this situation, did he think, is this my destiny? Is this my end goal? Is this where it stops? Is this who I am and who I will always be? Or did he see this as his journey to becoming Joseph, the ruler? Next step, he finds himself in prison. Now his story has taken a turn for the worst. So he's in prison in a foreign land for a crime he did not commit. Did he have moments of regret and say, well, at least as a slave, I saw the sunrise, I saw the sunset, I felt the raindrops, I saw the trees. I mean, he was better off as a slave because he could see the outdoors, but now he's locked up. So did he see this as a life sentence? Did he see this as no way out? Or did he see it as his journey to becoming Joseph, the ruler? In life, there is what you see, there's what is happening or not happening. There is what is around you. Then there is who you are and who you are becoming. So Joseph was in a pit, but he was becoming a ruler. He was a slave, but he was becoming a ruler. He was in prison, but he was becoming a ruler. When you go through a situation in life like a setback, a tragedy, do you see it as your end? Or do you see it as your journey to becoming you? Do you see it as a process to becoming you, to becoming who you're purposed to be? If you look at the life of Joseph, basically his life was over. His dreams were over. Considering him being a slave and a prisoner, there was no way up, there was no way out. So sometimes we wallow in our misery because there are circumstances that we cannot change. There are issues we cannot undo. But every hard situation Joseph went through was shaping him and molding him to become Joseph, the ruler. If you look at his situation, he could not go back to what was or the way it used to be. He was already in a foreign land. He could not go back. He also had no control over his situation, both as a slave and as a prisoner. He had no control. He could not change anything. He could not change the narrative. Time was also moving. He was losing time. Remember, he has a dream and a vision, but it's not coming to pass. Things are getting worse and worse. But even as time went by, he was still becoming. He had no family and friends support. He did not have that rich uncle. He did not have that friend in high places who could connect him. Basically, he was alone. But even through that, he was still becoming Joseph. So how do you look at setbacks? How do you view setbacks and tragedies and things that you go through in life, situations and moments? Do you see them as a tragedy or do you see them as a defining moment to becoming you? Your setbacks may not be like Joseph's. They could be worse than Joseph's. But are you losing hope? Or are you saying, this is my becoming journey? My journey to becoming me? Are you saying these are my defining moments? Moments that are shaping me and molding me to becoming me? I want to encourage you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, despite everything around me, despite everything that's happening to me, I am becoming me. This is my journey to becoming me. Thank you for listening and join us again next week for another episode where we continue on this journey of personal growth and personal development. Please remember to share, subscribe, forward the link, tell a friend, leave a comment, and stay safe out there. Keep healthy and embrace your journey of becoming you. This has been yours truly, Rose Shiku, with Building the Ark. Be intentional, reevaluate, and implement.